Hey team, hey, I want to show you this container, CRXU40730024. To us, it's just a container and not even that nice of one. But to my friend Joanne, it's much more significant than that. Um, so Joanne leads a ministry called God Will Ministries, and we've supported it for years. It's in Kapchorwa, Uganda, really small village, incredibly remote, significant poverty, major issues as far as food and water and sickness and education. Beautiful people. As my son would say, these are royal sons and daughters of the king. But one of the things I love about Joanne and her ministry is this idea of asset based community development, ABCD. And so they start with what do we already have, not what are we lacking. And it reminds me of the story of Jesus. He wanted to feed a crowd of thousands of hungry people. And the first response from everyone is, that's impossible. It would take too much money. We're too far away from town. And then there's this little boy that donates a couple of loaves and fish, and then Jesus does the rest. Start with what do we have and put it in the hands of Jesus, see what he does with it. So, anyways, back to container CRXU40730024. Joanne went around for weeks just collecting everything she she could find that was donated, even other people's junk, and she held a massive garage sale. And with those funds, she bought a ton of food and medicine and school supplies for people who need it. But she wanted to find some way locally for the people there in Kapchorwa to have a small business to be able to make some money to provide for their own needs locally. And again, starting with what do they have? Sunflowers grow really well there, and they get two crops a year, two harvests. And what do they have? A lot of people, they've got not tons of land, but they've got enough property to be able to grow a small crop of sunflowers. And so our team helped buy this machine, this sunflower oil press, and farmers grow the sunflowers, bring them here to the school area. The seeds are pressed into oil and then put into small jugs. Pretty much everyone locally uses sunflower oil for their cooking, and so they buy little bits at a time in small jugs, and then the proceeds from that help support the school, provide food, and help kids, especially girls, get to and from the school in safety. It's a 3 to 5 mile walk through the bush, and sadly, like for some girls, that's the most dangerous thing they can do. Um, so anyways, it's an incredible thing. My heart is just, I just want to do it all, buy all the oil and um, just do whatever we can. So you're going to hear more about it in the future. Even in a couple of weeks, we're going to just have a little bit of a session with some of their team there, just trying to help. Okay, how can we help? How can we just encourage on this oil business? So anyways, Joanne's heading back to Uganda soon, and we paid for some extra luggage for her so that she can bring some supplies that are tough to get there. As much as possible, they want to like support the local economy and buy things locally, but there's some things that are just almost impossible to find: books, school supplies, feminine hygiene, and some medicine. And so they are wanting to load up with as much of that as they can. So one of the biggest needs right now is books. There's as far as kids in the school right now, I think it was like 179 kids right now. They love to learn, love to read, but there's not many books available for them. And so, anyways, Joanne created an Amazon wish list. Well, actually, Annie created it. Joanne said, like, "Hey, can you just get me a bunch of books?" And gave her a list of ones that would be really helpful that they're requesting there. Annie put together a wish list. There's a QR code you can scan if it's on your heart to give, even just buying one small book, $5 book. Um, that makes a difference, and it'll get read a lot, and it'll encourage Joanne. You can also scan the QR code above there, that Good God Will Ministries code there, and to learn a little bit more about Joanne and what the ministry does. So, at Simple Box, our mission, part of it, is to give the gift of storage and to be people who care. And this is just like one small way that we can do that. So also, hey, if you'd ever like to go to Kapchorwa on a trip with Joanne, let me know. We'll pay you to work there as if you were working here. And I'm sure that we can help with air miles and other things too. So I'm looking at the words on the side of this school building, and I just want to bless you with them as well. It says, "You belong here. You're doing great, and I believe in you." And my heart, I love Joanne, and I just love like that message she brings with her. She'll travel to the ends of the world. Um, to share that with others. So if that like kind of connects with your heart, then I just invite you to scan a code or let us know if there's anything that we can do to help kind of encourage you in that area. Thanks.